to sand and get a tiny bit of sugarcane to make some sugarcane armor, and with the sand to make some TNT armor. So I basically just collected a bunch of resources that I'd eventually need, and actually it was also night time there, which means I could make some get the rest of the rotten flesh armor, which was pretty cool, which is basically like a zombie skin. You look like a zombie. And here's some people requested for me to show this because they think it's satisfying. So here's some footage of me farming. Okay, and also smelted the things up for food, my meat that I managed to get. And that was going to be I didn't want to eat bread anymore. I didn't want to be a vegetarian in Paper Minecraft, so I decided to do it with meat. And it actually was a much better option than making a whole farm and then doing this and this. It was a much better option. I never really thought about it, because normally I don't smelt my food. But for the first time, I did that, and it actually went really well, which means that's what I was going to use as my food source. And I made some wool armor, which increases the regen rate, which is pretty cool. It's okay. Like, it's good armor when you're fighting, for example, but it's not like armor you'd think, oh my gosh, this is so good. It just helps out a tiny bit when fighting, but it doesn't help out enough for it to be amazing. But if I'd really need to go into a big fight with a lot of mobs, then that would be a really, really good I'll say armor to use. So I decided I'd like to go and get a bit more sugarcane, But to get more sugarcane, I wanted to make sugarcane pants, because they make me faster. And then I could get more sugarcane, and then that, because they break very fast, which means it's good to get more sugarcane to replenish it. So naturally, I basically just explored a bunch and actually managed to find 9 sugarcane, which was pretty decent. Now I wanted to harvest my wheat, and this again, normally I don't show this, but some people really want to see it, so there you go. So I'm showing it because some people really want to see me farming with, just farming. And it makes it really easy with sugarcane armor, because this isn't as, sped up for, it's only 2 times sped up. And how is that? Because I've got sugarcane pants, which again make me really fast, which is pretty OP. And then I made myself some cactus armor, which was, really useful. But I wasn't going to use it, but, when exploring for sugarcane, I actually found a bunch of, cacti. Then I thought, might as well just get it, because, no point just leaving it out there. So, put it in my chest. And then I put the rest in my other chest. And then it was day 7. I made some feather armor with all the feathers I got from chickens I killed. But sadly I didn't have enough to make a full set, which wasn't, the best. But, yeah. And I also managed to make a bone chest plate, which it looks kind of like a, iron chest plate, but, a bit ghostier, And, yeah, I kind of like the look of it. Well, it makes you look like a skeleton when you've got the full set. I'll show you guys that in another video. I think, yeah. And I also got some of my iron, because I wanted to make some buckets, because I was going to try to get some obsidian. Anyway, I made myself some feather, leggings, and feather leggings, they can basically just reduce the fall. And then I went mining for obsidian, as I said, and I found emerald, which was really good. So this is how I put lava, and then I put a bucket of water on top. There's no easier way to do this, in Paper Minecraft. So I did that for basically a bunch of things, and I also mined the emerald up. Day 8, I was still mining for obsidian. It's pretty well, it's more like trying to find lava to make into obsidian. And I also found emeralds, which was really good because, as I said, emeralds are really OP in Paper Minecraft, you know. I'd say it's one of the most OP, you know, items. And yeah, it is the most OP armor in Paper Minecraft. So I kept on digging, and found another emerald, which was pretty good, and some diamonds, which was amazing, because I love diamonds. Who doesn't love to have diamonds, you know? Diamonds are amazing, and I was really happy to have some more diamonds. I didn't really need them. They aren't the best, you know, thing in the game. Emeralds are, but, you know, I say never no to diamonds. And I found a really big vein. It was a 10 vein, which was the biggest vein I've ever found. And another vein of diamonds, pretty nice. I was mining for lava, so I wasn't really mining for diamonds, you know. So it was pretty nice to find diamonds, you know. And I also found another batch of diamonds, which was amazing. It was a 6 vein, which I was really happy about. And I went back because I had all the obsidian I really needed. And I stored my items in the chest. And a bit of gunpowder I got from killing a creeper, which was pretty amazing. And I literally collected collected 2.5 stacks of iron, which is amazing. I don't show iron because it's not really that amazing to find iron, because it's not that rare. But, you know, it's still nice to know that you have, you know, 2.5 stacks of iron. You know, I could make that into blocks and maybe transform my house into iron blocks. Like this video if you'd like to see that. And down below in the comments, comment, you know, something I can use for my Q&A. Now don't say someone else will do it. Comment a few few questions you have and you'd like me to answer in my upcoming Q&A that I'm gonna do. So comment something so I can actually do a Q&A. Okay, and also from that iron that I got, some of it had smelted up, and a creeper came, and he almost blew up, but he didn't, because I was too good at the game. And day 9, I finally made that obsidian armor I really wanted to make, which was pretty sick. So, you know, I made full armor set, and this is really good armor. Now, I'll show you what it does, this one, because I haven't showed it, I don't think, ever before. It gives you when you eat something, when you're full saturation, it gives you a few extra hearts, you know. And I don't have to have it on for too long. Look at my hearts right now. Look, there's a golden heart I've fit, which gives me an extra heart. Now I can take it off and I still have that extra heart. But, you know, it took some damage and I eventually lost it. And I went sugarcane mining and found a bunch of sugarcane. Basically 30 sugarcane. Another batch of sugarcane, and another batch of sugarcane, and more sugarcane, and more sugarcane. It was pretty cool to find so much sugarcane, because it's my favourite armour in the game. It's not the best armour in the game, but my favourite armour in the game, definitely. Okay, so, had my shield up, you know, I made a shield. But shields are really OP in Paper Minecraft, you don't know this. But, you know, and shields are really OP. Because they can block all kinds of that. They can block all damage, which means all damage, and it's, you know, I can keep it for long and long and long. It can block damage from a creeper, all damage from a creeper. It can block all damage from basically everything, so it's really OP. Anyway, I made my way back, and it was day 10, which means it was slowly getting to the day when I was gonna have to TNT mine soon, which I was not looking forward to. And I AFK'd for a bit because I forgot that I was recording. Yeah, pretty cool, right? No. It's not that cool to AFK. But then I finally saw I was recording and I went. I was getting back from my trip that I had from collecting sugarcane. So when I finally got back, I got a few materials. But before I, made a bit more armor, like I usually do, I wanted to take this iron that smelted up and put it in my chest because I wanted eventually to show how rich I am. And I made another piece. Well, actually, I wanted to make full sugarcane armor. I wasn't going to use it because, as I said, I want to make all armor in the game. But it's so much that I could basically make another set, because I also already had some pants, so I could have technically with the sugarcane I still had made a full set of sugarcane and put it on, but I wanted the protection from the diamond chest plate too, so I decided not to use it. But as I said, with the full set I can phase through literally anything. It's pretty OP. And then I made 4 ferni because I didn't want to make because I wanted to make a bit of a smelting room. So I placed those 4 ferni down and smelted all the food that I managed to get from the sugarcane trip, which eventually I would have said was one of the best trips I had. So I got so much food and sugarcane, of course, which was so good. Okay, and also found chickens, and of course I like steak the most, so that's what I put in the furnace. 2 gold that I managed to get while I was I found it was pretty close to the ground so I could see it. And I also wanted to make another piece of leggings because the other one sadly broke. Yes. Zombie attacked me and it sadly broke. So, and I also wanted to make a diamond helmet because the crown that I had, it looked cool, but was it really good? No, it wasn't. But I also made 2 more shields because they ran out pretty quick. So I made myself 2 more shields. And with those, the shields, as I said, are really OP. They block all damage. So, that was really cool. And I made myself a diamond helmet, which was good. And finally completed the, the skeleton set, which is basically, the bone set, basically. And then, well, the journey started to get full TNT armor. I think that was the last armor I had to get. So, well, I think there was still a few things, but the footage is so boring. I'll show you a tiny bit of it, but the footage is very boring of me basically just, waiting for it to be night. Then I kill a bunch of creepers. Then I sleep again. Because in Paper Minecraft you can sleep daytime, which is kind of scuffed, but so, as I said, it was going to be a long time, and it did take way too long. I didn't think it would take this long. But it took me day 11 to day 20 killing creepers for gunpowder to make into TNT to eventually make into TNT armor. Now, as I said, it's too boring to watch, so I'll skip over it. But it was loads of pain, because it's not imaginable how you can't imagine how stupid it is to literally have to find so much TNT. Anyway, this is how you make TNT if you didn't know. It's sand plus gunpowder. And then I also made the chest plate, as soon as I had enough for a piece of armor, I made that piece of TNT armor straight away. Because I wanted to get it done as quick as possible. I didn't want to overmine for sugarcane. So I made the last piece of, armor I needed. And then I had full TNT armor, which is, if you don't know, that is, such a big achievement in this because it is so painful to get this armor. And I wanted to get all the armor. I know I don't have emerald armor yet, I wasn't able to get it. I was planning to do it, but the 20 days were already over, and I didn't want to, put more days on it because I just like the 20-day videos. Some people might want to see longer of this, but I like the 20-day videos that I did. So I decided not to push it on and just, you know, just do what I had, you know. So I made myself diamond leggings, which was complete the diamond set. Then I made myself full gold armor. Basically worst armor in the game. Like, even cobblestone armors. I mean, cobblestone armor is worse. But worst armor in the game when you're told, if it's not the more armor mod. Okay, so I also made myself the iron armor, which is like the normal armor that I normally have in like my usual videos. Not in my 100-day videos, but my usual videos. So, because, you know, this wasn't the most special armor, I wanted to put it at the very end, you know. Because, you know, it's not part of the mod, but I still wanted all the armor in the game. But I didn't have emerald armor, as I said. But for now, it's gonna be fine. Anyway, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe and watch my videos. And, peace.